Lauren,
Yeah.
what does poop yoga,
Mm-hmm.
doggy kisses, and beaucoup have in common?
Okay, look. I had one bean burrito and one regular taco from Taco Bell. I did not expect that to happen. How did you know what happened at my house last night? And how do you know about the doggy kisses?
What the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about 90 Day the Other Way.
Oh, season 7, episode 7, Déjà Vu. I guess I just had deja vu. Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Let's start with Jenny Spaghetti and Sumit doing the poop yoga. I've never done that in yoga class before.
Never heard of poop yoga before.
Jenny and Sumit are sorting through her clothes, a task that is insurmountable that I really need to do. In fact, I meant to grab some sorter things before I came upstairs this morning, and I didn't do it, like for the last 3 months in a row. But while they're in the middle of this task, Sadhna comes in and offers some yoga classes. Sadhna and Sumit's dad apparently are yoga instructors. They're yogis. And, Jenny, she's not looking, what they say, healthy. She has put on some weight, and they want to do the poop yoga to help her shed that weight. Now, it seems to me like this would just be shedding water weight.
I don't know. How full of shit is she?
Good point. But still, that would be shedding shit, not fat.
Yeah, true. And I thought Sumit was really cool because he was telling Jenny that his mom said they both had gained weight. He was very nice about it because his mom only said Jenny had gained some weight.
Well, the translators said that his mom only said Jenny. I don't know if that's the edit. I don't speak Indian, so
I just thought he was trying to save her feelings by saying both of them instead of just her.
Although later his mom does say he's fit and fab.
Yeah.
So poop yoga. Apparently they're using this salt that tastes sulfuric. So I looked this up. It looks like it's black Indian salt, and it says it has an eggy flavor. Jenny wasn't just being a baby when she was like sniffing this warm water with sulfuric scent. Apparently this is really how this black Indian salt tastes. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. She's not just going to be pooping. She's going to be puking.
She's going to need that diaper, kind of like I did last night after the Taco Bell. There's this funny stand-up comedy where it's Trevor Noah. He's from South Africa, and he said when he came over here, his friend told him he really needed to try tacos. So he takes him to this truck on the side of the road, and Trevor's like, "Well, it's a taco, and why isn't this at a restaurant? Are you sure this is safe?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's great. This is a great American food, these tacos. You got to try it." So he goes up, and he doesn't know what to order, and the guy tells him, just get 2. He's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Well, what do you have?" He has tacos. Like, okay, well, I thought maybe he had something else. I don't know. Never had a taco. Me, what do you want to give me? So he gives him 2 tacos, and then he's like, "Here's a napkin." And Trevor, being from South Africa, napkin means diaper. So he's sitting here like, we just pulled up to the sketchy truck. He handed me these tacos and told me I need a diaper. He's like, "Whoa, man, why do I need a diaper?" He's like, because it can get messy. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, sometimes it just starts spilling out all over the place." And he's looking at his friend like, really, you want me to eat this? He's like, "Yeah." He's like, no, take the napkin. It might get all over your shirt and stuff. And he's like, "On my shirt? What are you talking about?" So funny. Anyway, Trevor does a way better job on that than I do, but I saw him do that live. It was hilarious. ADHD sidetrack. My Taco Bell, napkins, diapers, all of the good stuff. So Jenny, they don't mean a napkin to wipe your face. They're straight up telling you, get you a Depends. It's about to get messy. Now, this isn't Jenny's first time doing yoga. It is her first time doing poop yoga, but they did some Karma Sutra yoga on the honeymoon. She was riding him like a horse. Giddy up Sumit. And Jenny Spaghetti, she said it was some sort of nostril string yoga, but it looked like she had fed the family her spaghetti and they were gagging it up and it was just coming out of all holes in their mouth.
I wanted to gag when I saw that. So they're running like a string through their nostril and then out of their mouth and then like going back and forth with it. Like,
That's what Jenny said they did, but I think she's just covering up for her spaghetti. That's definitely the reaction they would have after eating a bowl of her spaghetti. They've just learned to, I don't know, hide their disgust better this season. I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking by it. That was Jenny Spaghetti.
okay.
That's her excuse. So they start doing this yoga and they have to like bend over and then stand up and laugh. And Jenny, it's not convincing. She's not laughing good enough for Sadhna.
It's not a genuine laugh.
It looked fun though.
Yeah, but with the group of friends I have, if we were in like a yoga class and they were telling us to do that, like I would never stop. We would be sitting there cracking jokes the whole time.
What if the laxative hits you as you bend over?
Well, that's what
and
I
you
was
laugh
thinking in
and
my
then
head.
it just like,
Yeah.
explosion.
That's what I was thinking.
Boom.
And those are the kind of comments we'd be making, would be like, I hope somebody doesn't blow shit all over us or,
It's just
something like
slipping.
that. Mm-hmm.
Submit. No, it's the dog. Jenny doesn't need yoga to poop though. She doesn't have any. She's regular. She just needs some tea, coffee, prune juice. There's a lot of ways you can do this without having to do all this icky exercise stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yoga's
I'd look
not
for the
even-
shortcut.
Well, and yoga's not, it's not like a strenuous exercise.
You know what? For my channel surfing butt that sits on the recliner all the time, it gets me a little breathy.
Okay.
So then they're doing, it looks like a plank, and Jenny just collapses. They almost killed Jenny Spaghetti.
Yeah, she's done.
She's pooped. Afterwards, they're getting their mats, and Sadhna's like, no, go to the washroom. Like, you need to go try to get it out now. Do you think they have poopery? Because like everybody that just did this poop yoga is about to go find a bathroom in this house. Do you think they have poop fans and poopery?
I would hope so. Like every bathroom there should have some poopery.
Like, is that the sulfur smell from the water or is that the bathroom? Poop yoga. It smells amazing. Let's just hop on over to Manon and Anthony. They had a pretty short segment. Anthony's learning French.
Very well. She's getting on him about the way he pronounces beaucoup. Beaucoup. I don't know. I can't pronounce it either.
Like, boo-coo. And she says, that sounds like a beautiful ass. Please stop making fun. In all seriousness, though, when I was in middle school, there was a kid that had a very Southern accent. And we were taking Spanish. And every time he would speak, it was a whole different language. And I'm not talking about Spanish. It was like hillbilly Spanish. I could not stop laughing. Although I also had a little crush on him. So I was probably just teasing him. But
look, when I first moved down here, because I moved from the north, and some of these Southern accents, especially drive-throughs, like I had an awful time trying to order food and understand what they were saying. It's like a language all by itself.
no, I remember moving down south and my dad giving us instructions on what certain things mean and that people were going to talk more slowly. And I remember hearing kids saying, I'm fixing to do something. And I was lost. No idea what it meant.
It's
But,
my total slang now. Fixing, going. There's no G on the end of any words that I
No.
say anymore like that.
We've been transplanted. But Anthony, he's doing it just to get a rise out of Manon.
What was it that the word was supposed to be that he was saying? Like, what was it supposed to mean?
Beaucoup.
Yeah.
Beaucoup, which means a lot.
Okay.
Like, merci beaucoup. I don't know. I don't speak French, but it means thank you a lot.
Can you imagine him walking around or going in stores and restaurants and telling everybody they had buku asses?
Or thank you, like merci beaucoup. Thank you, beautiful ass.
Beautiful ass, yeah.
The big guy brings you a cheeseburger at the grill. He's like, thank you, beautiful
Ass.
Yeah, that's why she wants to make sure that he's getting her right. Be like, you're about to be hitting on everyone. You just told my mom she had a beautiful ass after she cooked you dinner.
Yeah.
Like, she gets it, but not everyone's going to understand. You might piss some people off. So they go to rent a car. They say they're going to get a car, but this just leads into where I think this is all a storyline. They have their business, they have it on LinkedIn. She says that she's like creating this business over there, but nobody is looking for jobs. I think her creating a business over there is going to be the excuse on how they're going to survive while they're actually just running the business that they have from the US and on a vacation. They're not buying a car, they're renting a car, which if you're going to be somewhere for a while, and I don't know, it could be different in France, but it almost makes more sense, especially if you have some cash, to just buy a cheaper car than to spend money renting one.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't even think about that. The fact that they were leasing one and not, or renting one and not buying it.
Leasing it. It was like they were at a
Hurts.
Right. Like a rent-a-car.
Yeah.
Now, Manon's friend, Dorian, gives her some really good advice. And it's advice that I'm always telling other attorneys that are business owners. You have to set boundaries. You cannot sit there and be attached to your email 24/7. You cannot be attached to your computer when you go off on vacation. And that's a hard lesson to learn as a business owner. The way I learned it is when we went to Moab back in 2017. I didn't have cell service, so I had to leave everything to the side and nothing burned down. There's no such thing as a bankruptcy. I mean, there's a bankruptcy emergency, but it would have to be a case that I'd take on rather quickly, not something that would happen on vacation. And you do. Like, I see so many people burned out because 24/7 they are thinking about their business and they never give themselves a break. It's okay for that email to be responded to the next day. It's okay. You just have to prioritize. And so I think that was a really important conversation. And Manon, her idea is that she's going to start a beauty company that does aromatics.
Aromatherapy and like aromatherapy infused makeups or lotions or something maybe.
And fragrances.
Yeah.
With natural ingredients from the south of France. So what they're going to do is go around to different farms and see stuff. Really like, oh, here's a reason for us to travel France on this trip.
It's right off.
Like, I'm not, well, no. They're like, I'm not starting it now. We're just planning. They need a storyline. I swear this is set up. This is just, what are they going to do? Just sit around her parents' house the whole time? People are going to wonder why he's not getting a job. This is the storyline. You're going to get to see France. We're going to get to see all these places. We're not just jumping into this business. We are just getting information.
Researching and planning, she said. Yeah, she said researching and planning.
And they're not going to spend money on it. So they're going to pitch it to investors, which is good. It's why she wants the business plan. So she makes a deal with them. I will put the family first. We will travel around together to the farms so you can see the country. And if the business starts to take priority over family, I will quit. So she's got to learn those boundaries. Balance and boundaries. Super important. All right. So let's move over to Pattiya and Dylan. Your eye candy is back, Dee.
Yeah. I was just sitting here singing, he's so fun.
He was giving me Tom Cruise vibes.
I can see that, like a blonde Tom Cruise.
Well, especially with the hat on when he was at the airport and he had it's not a cowboy hat.
It's a Dundee hat.
There you go. Dundee hat. So, okay. Pattiya said she has just gotten a bunch of summer clothes. And when she gets there, she's going to need some fall clothes. So he's going to have to take her shopping. Do you think she didn't realize that Australia has opposite seasons from the U.S.?
I wouldn't think so, because I have a girlfriend in Australia, and I know that when we're in summer, they're in winter. Unless you go, I think it's to the north of Australia. That's more like our southern states where it doesn't get like really cold or anything.
I mean, I didn't know it until a few years ago. I was very shocked to know that Christmas happened in the summertime. Intellectually, I knew it, but it wasn't until I saw Santa on a beach and I was like, oh, look at that. That's cool. But she had just bought all these summer clothes, but she's going there for fall. Maybe it's because summer clothes are what they had in the U.S. when she was shopping. They didn't have fall clothes for her.
I think you could find some fall clothes somewhere.
I don't know. She can't live without her snack bag. Same. Do you pack anything like that for trips on planes?
Well, I don't travel too much by plane because I'm poor, so I go in cars. So I do the gas station raid whenever I, stop at the first place and get everything. My Munchos, Slim Jims, M&Ms. I go. It's all the junk food that I love.
I didn't fly on a plane until after I had graduated college, and I was definitely very nervous. I have a fear of heights, and I always just had this my mom, she has a lot of anxiety, and she went to France when she was 16 on a plane, and there was bad turbulence, so she never wanted to travel by plane, and that anxiety kind of rubbed off on me. But my snack bags, I remember one trip in particular, I just took my little quart size zip on, and you can have 3 ounces or less bottles of liquid, so like shampoos, stuff like that for your carry-on. I just got a bunch of mini bottles. I packed that bag full of mini bottles. I mean, to the brim. That's a good snack bag. Throw a few mini bottles in there.
Yeah, you were feeling good by the time you landed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fly,
and
no
I
problem.
missed my second flight because, airline stuff. I actually got pushed back on the connecting flight, and I was supposed to be catching a small plane from St. Louis to where my friend was. It was like a plane with like 24 people. So because I missed the connecting flight because the airport overbooked, then anyway, I had to rent a car and drive. And I think I stayed overnight. I can't remember. This is a long time ago. Anyway, fuck the mini bottles, channel surfers. There's your fun little airport tip. I'm guessing it's still okay. Bring a few and give it a try. I did. Although I don't think you're supposed to drink them on the plane. This is not legal advice.
Put them in the shampoo bottles. Throw everybody off. Just sit there and chug your shampoo bottle.
Put it in your carry-on shampoo bottle, your 3-ounce shampoo bottle. Again, not legal advice. But witty. Pattiya has resisted going to Australia before. And at first I was like, really? I mean, that seems like an amazing place.
Yeah, I've wanted to go for the last several years.
I've looked at houses there just to see what the prices were compared to.
It's very expensive. When I talk to my girlfriend, it's like unreal how much stuff costs there.
It was cheaper than here. And Charleston, it was way cheaper than Charleston. Like stuff on the water. The reason, though, that Pattiya is hesitant is it's mama drama. It's a good reason. It's Dylan's mama drama. She said this grown man needs to detach from the nipple. What the heck is going on here?
So, well, she said what? He talks like 4 times a day to his mom.
What are they talking about? She lives 5 minutes away.
I know. Like if I may talk to my kids once a day, and it's usually what they want. What can I do for them? And then I've got the FaceTime with the grandbaby whenever he's with his dad. But otherwise,
Your kids live pretty far away, though.
Yeah,
So
they're
if
4
she
hours
lives
away.
right down the street, maybe she is relying on him to help her with things like grocery
That's
shopping
true.
or
That's true.
plumbing.
I can see that. Nah, not his
Not that
mom.
plumbing, fixing her
Like
literal
the real
toilet.
plumbing.
Yes, not fixing her vagina, fixing her toilet. He
Yeah.
broke that thing
I can-
38 years ago. You
I
don't have
think-
to go back and fix it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think if my kids were right down the road or in the same town with me, I would be talking more to them about helping me with, things around here. Or I don't think I'd really get their advice, but I would probably be asking them for things around to help with the house.
Dylan's mom, besides talking to Dylan all the time, she doesn't approve of Pattiya. Pattiya's met her once, and she was like, lady, I smell sulfur. I think it's your eggs. I want grandkids.
Shit. I can see that. I can see his mom wanting grandkids, but Pattiya also said that he doesn't really want any kids. So if that's
Right.
the case, then I think that his mom should be okay with it. I mean, if my kids said they didn't want kids, I'd be fine with that.
I also wonder when they met because he's 38. So they've been dating since he was 26. Maybe if it was when he was younger, she was thinking,
True.
oh, he's just in love. He's like putting aside his dreams. He's so young. He doesn't know what he wants, but he's 38 now.
Yeah.
You need to back off, Mom. I mean, you probably need to back off when he was 26 too, but I could understand that maybe more if he was more impressionable. Still 26. I don't know. What do you think?
I have a son, and I mean, I might have some concerns, but as long as he's happy and that's what he wanted, I think I would probably be okay with it. It'd be hard to deal with someone closer to my age than his, if that's the case. Because I don't play well with people anyway. So
I'm just thinking, if Jake dated someone close to my age, I was 37 when I had him. It would be a big age gap.
yeah,
I think it's like that could be your grandmother. That's fine though. That makes him happy.
yeah.
Hopefully we just get along. Pattiya had the right idea. Greta, take notice. Pattiya, she has this long flight, 16 hours. She's flying from Dallas to LA, 16 hours to Melbourne. And then she's going to jump on one of those puddle jumper flights and hit up Tasmania. And instead of just doing this back to back to back, she decides to stay the night in Melbourne, freshen up, get on her sexy heels, get on her cute fitted outfit, and look fresh and smell fresh when she finally sees her man the next day. Let's get some beauty sleep. Let's get a shower. Let's get hussied up. Let's get on an 1.5-hour flight and come out looking and smelling amazing for when Dylan sees her.
She always looks she always looks amazing when we see her. She's so beautiful.
Stunning lady. But yeah, that's the way to do it. We see Dylan driving to the airport to get her. That was so cute. He had that stuffed kangaroo for her and it was buckled up into the front seat. I was like, that is adorable.
I was thinking my sister did that with a bottle of rum one time. She strapped it into we didn't want it to break.
Looks better the more of it you drink. As long as it's not open, that would be open container.
I think I took a picture of it. It was.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I've strapped a bottle of booze into my car too.
Yeah, you don't want it rolling around all over the place.
But he had that kangaroo. It looked like a kid or something sitting beside him, a Joey. And he brings her these pink orchids as well, which very beautiful. Orchids are very fussy. Apparently, if you put like an ice cube down on the dirt and let it melt out, that works. I don't know. I do not have a green thumb.
No, I don't either. I think it's one of the more delicate flowers.
I have like a death thumb. Bye-bye, cactus. Nothing survives.
I think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to play music. Your plants. Yeah.
And I don't play music. I play podcasts.
I know. My
or
mom.
I play like early 2000s R&B and hip hop.
Yeah, I've loved music. So when growing up, even now, I have music on all the time. And my mom would put her plants when they were starting to get sick. She'd put them in my room in front of the window because she knew that they would get the light and then listen to my music all the time. And then they'd just perk back up and get green again.
She knew they would listen to your music.
Listen to my music because it would be playing nonstop in there.
You don't think it has more to do with like the vibrations?
I don't know. It could be something to do with frequencies in music.
Plants don't have ears. Now we have a Venus flytrap downstairs. Actually, I should go grab it. So yeah, this is the Venus flytrap. People on YouTube can see it. It's alive because I don't take care of it. Not right, little Venus flytrap. My husband is really into plants. He has had Venus flytraps as long as I've known him, like 15 plus years. And these are native to South Carolina. You can see maybe the little,
That's so cute.
and when you tickle the little fibers, it will close. It will snap shut. Like this one, I'm not going to mess with it. I better not touch it. But yeah, my son, he's really into Mario and Minecraft. And he was like, oh, I want a piranha plant. So my husband went and special ordered this from the plant shop for him, and he is helping him care for it. But yeah, they don't really eat. So I don't know, something tickling the little top parts. If a bug or something gets in there, it triggers it and it snaps shut. And then it produces this almost like a saliva, like a liquid that breaks down what's inside. And you can feed them like little pieces of meat and stuff. But yeah, so that's the Venus flytrap. You just sit right there with me. Okay. How did I get off on Venus flytraps with Pattiya?
Don't know. We were talking about my mom's plants
Orchids.
listening to my music.
Orchids. Because I've
The
had orchids. My mother-in-law loves orchids. But yeah. Yeah, I don't have the green thumb. It's been 5 years since Pattiya and Dylan lived together, and she is so excited when she sees them. She runs up and just gives them the biggest kisses.
The doggy kisses.
Yeah, what's wrong with doggy kisses? I love doggy kisses. Isn't
They
that right, Lola and Teddy?
Gosh.
You know what?
I don't.
Dylan is sitting, not Dylan, Drake is sitting right behind you, judging you, your dog. He's like, Mom, you don't love my doggy kisses?
He is a dog, and I like his doggy kisses. I don't think I would want another human being licking my face like that.
I'm not going to lie, I've done it before. Just
It
to
was
be annoying.
It was so gross. I just wanted to like start wiping as I was watching it. And it didn't stop. Like it just kept going.
Now, Dylan, he's not all completely off of big, wet, sloppy kisses. He says they're fine in the bedroom, just not at the airport. I think he's saying slap on my knob, like corn on the cob. There was this apron in Sister Wives yesterday where it said kiss the cock. And it was on the dating profile that one of the Sister Wives were on. And T and I were like, So they said that she should like it. Shouldn't this guy like figure out what kind of kisser this person is before they kiss his cock? What if it's a doggy kiss? I mean, that sounds good. That sounds good for kissing the cock, not the cook, the cock. What if they're a nibbler? Like, ooh, maybe I should have found that out before I put this apron on. What if it's little pet kisses? That'd be kind of weird. What if it's butterfly kisses or Eskimo kisses and they're like putting their eyelashes and nose on you? You might want to know what kind of kisser the person is before you put on that apron. Anyway, we didn't get to say all that yesterday because our recording studio completely crapped out on us. But yeah, he said, I like it in the bedroom. I was like, yeah, he does.
Yeah, don't we all? Just not on all over my face.
Not on those lips. So as Pattiya's flying in.
Sorry.
Am I getting dirty? Let's
You
put her
are,
feet
and
in
it's
the
just
dirt.
making me laugh because it's
Because wait, you just pointed a gummy bear wand at me.
my stress wand.
I found a pen with a gummy bear
Yeah,
cap
I found
on
these. Yeah, because I'm always fiddling with my pen when we're stressing, and I keep saying I need a stress ball. So I found these little gummy stressors that fit on the end of a pen, so I can sit here and squish my gummy.
it. That sounds dirty. Talking about
Yeah.
squishing your gummy.
I'm squishing the gummy. Yeah.
So as Pattiya's flying in, she's looking down. She's like, "There's no cities here. There's just like houses every which way, every sparsely spread. Where am I? Where am I supposed to go shopping for these fall clothes? Are those flannel shirts and straw hats?"
I don't think she's in Kansas anymore.
And Dylan says she better be ready for the simple life. Immediately, I get this image of Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie sitting there with their overalls on. And I'm just like super implanting Dylan and Pattiya's faces onto them. Like, is she ready? Give her a pitchfork and some hay. Let's see how she does. Strap her up. But he does give her Jerry the kangaroo. So cute. And immediately she gets there, she's down to business, points to her finger. She's like, ring, ice me up.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he wants to make sure everything's good first. Like, are you going to get along with my mom? Are you going to like Tasmania? Are you in this for the long haul? Now, her long haul is a little bit different than his long haul, right?
Probably.
What kind of commitment we looking at?
Yeah.
She's been with you 12 years.
Yeah.
That seems like a long haul.
That is a long haul.
So if that doesn't make you certain she's ready for the long haul, are we going to do like poop yoga? Make sure she's fit?
Well, maybe he wants to stay there. And since she's never lived with him in Australia, he's wanting to see if she's in for the long haul.
Again, I wonder if he overstayed a visa. And that's why he can't get back. It's been 5 years since they lived together. So if he overstayed the visa by more than a year, he would still have 5 more years before he could go back to the US.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm wondering, if that's what happened. Unless 5 years ago was no, because they lived together for 7 years in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they didn't count the time in Thailand. All right, well that's it for Dylan and Pattiya. Luke and Madeline.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you start this? Because you know where I'm going to land on this.
I know you really don't like Luke, so
I really don't like.
right.
I'm sure it's the edit, Luke. I'm sure you are a perfectly lovely guy that, people have issues with boundaries. It's sometimes you just have to learn those.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is I think that she completely overreacts to a lot of situations. So we're different pages when it comes to these two.
So tell me about her overreactions.
Well, I just think they're very dramatic. But I mean, she's called the wedding off now. She's done over this stripper that he didn't know anything about. His friends brought the stripper in or whatever. I know the stripper was all over his lap and stuff, but he didn't touch her. Not necessarily.
He found a loophole. He put his hands up and sat back in the chair and said, "I'm not touching her," as she grinded her ass all over his crotch and sat there and threw her back up against his body and had her head like right there by his mouth. He didn't touch her with his hands. Every other part of him basically touched her.
Well, I understand that. I think what I'm trying to say, and I'm not doing a very good job of it as usual, is the stripper. I mean, it's just kind of the thing with bachelor parties, a lot of them. And what is he really going? Yeah, but what is he really going to do with the stripper? I mean, if they're there to be entertainment, how many times do they really end up going home? The bachelor ends up going home with a stripper. I don't know, but I don't think to me, it's an entertainment.
People have different boundaries. So like one of my exes, he hired 2 sex workers to come to his future brother-in-law's bachelor party, and they use sex toys on each other in front of the guys.
Well, I think that's
that
different.
The same?
No, I don't think that's the same.
But see, boundaries are going to be different from person to person.
I understand.
She did not feel comfortable with this. And I'm going to say part of it probably has to do with this guy talking to some other girl in Colombia and calling that woman his esposa when they were having a tiff.
Right. I understand.
And they're trying to rebuild that trust. And she even says here, it's not just that there was a stripper. What really sucks is that he thinks I'm an idiot. And he's sitting here lying straight to my face, but thinking I'm just going to believe whatever bullshit he feeds me. He's not being honest with me. I just want him to sit down and tell me what happened. And he sits down and he just makes excuses. Oh, I didn't call them in. I didn't touch her. Okay, you told her you weren't going to have a stripper or a bachelor party. You told her this. That was a promise he made. If he wasn't going to do that promise, he should have said, well, this is what we do. This is a way I want to celebrate with my boys. I can't tell you that they won't throw it and that I won't partake in it. Like, he should have been honest about it. But it's the lies. He lied to her, told her he wasn't going to do it, and then he's not forthright about what happened.
I get that. Like, when he walked in, if he promised not to have strippers and he walked in, he starts the party, which he didn't think was a bachelor party, and a stripper shows up, I feel like he should have left because that's what he agreed to, and he didn't leave.
It's not that there's anything wrong with strippers and bachelor parties. My best friend was a stripper when we first started college. In fact, these are my 2 best friends from middle school. One of them named her daughter after my friend's stripper name. And when she was in 1st grade, they were like, "Hey, so where do you get your name from?"
Oh no.
We couldn't
don't want to be telling that story. Yeah.
Tell the true inspiration behind this. It was a great name. It's a great stripper name.
Yeah. I'm not saying
not against this at all. It's work. It's well-paying work. If I had the damn body,
right,
I'd show it off. Nobody wants to see these flaps.
Right. And I'm not defending him in necessarily agreeing to not have a stripper and then there being one there. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think that he, according to the edit, was not expecting a stripper.
No.
And I think that he's probably just reacted like, most guys who are drinking with their buddies. I'll just tell her later, it's no big deal. It's just a stripper. But to her, the stripper is like, it's like a line in the sand.
And I don't think we can just blame this on being a guy, because I don't think my husband would, if, like, first of all, I wouldn't have cared. I feel like he probably would not have, he would have gotten up. I would have been like, whatever. And like a lot of my guy friends, it depends. Some of them definitely would be all in it. Some of them, though, would not.
Yeah. I just think that the incident where he was messaging with the woman and calling her his wife or whatever, I would have broke up with him or called the wedding off over that before I would have done it over a stripper showing up at my bachelor party.
Most of my guy friends, though, it wouldn't be just like, oh, the stripper showed up. I feel like most of them would leave out of the agreement that they made with their spouse if they made that agreement.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be about the morality, or no passing judgment on any of that. Just they wouldn't want to do anything to make. And I just don't know many of my friends would be uncomfortable with the strippers. For my friend's bachelorette party, the one that married my old roommate, we went to a exotic dancer thing. Oh man, we had a lot of fun. I have videos of that. That was super fun.
Yeah.
So,
that's what I'm getting at. I personally don't think the stripper incident was what should have been the line in the sand. I think the line in the sand should have been talking to another woman, and she didn't end the marriage or the engagement over that.
And this guy does not listen and keeps going back and sweet talking her back into it. Just like now, he's like, oh, I'll leave if, you know what? I feel like this. He keeps like showing back up after she breaks it off and keeps saying, I'm going to try. Like, I don't know if I can get out of it this time. There's a reason he's dating somebody so much younger than him.
Yeah, you said that before. You've said that before.
She varies between it being 2 years and 3 years. She may have been 17 when they started dating, based on some of her comments. Now, that little chihuahua of hers is so cute.
Oh my gosh.
You thought it was
I thought it might have been a Pomeranian, but then when you said a long-haired chihuahua, I was like, well, that would be the reason why I would think Pomeranian.
So cute. And she's just holding the little guy and petting him. And then when Luke walks up, it looks like it's about to jump through.
I know. She's like on a balcony, and she can overlook and see him as he pulls up, and she's sitting out there with the dog, and then the dog runs over to the balcony edge, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna jump right through there.
He's so vicious. He's barking at Luke. He's like, rah, rah, rah. I was like, no, don't jump, Chi-Chi, don't jump. Get him when he gets inside. And he's back at that flower shop for what, like the third time since he arrived.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you think you can buy her with flowers?
It's not usually the thing that works. No.
It's just, it feels so gross. Like, he just doesn't care if he's lying to her. He just wants to get out of it and have no consequences for lying to her.
Yeah.
He just continues to lie to her. And she's smart. She's not buying this crap.
No, she's done.
She's probably been done before. And do you think Luke is really giving up? When Luke leaves today, do you think that's it? He is not trying to contact her again. I promise you, that ex-girlfriend that he walked in on and she was with a boyfriend, it was probably something like this, where he felt like it wasn't over because it's never over for him. He thinks he can talk himself out of every situation, and he walks up there and she's moving on.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to show you we're over since you won't listen.
Best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
Yep.
And as he's sitting there telling Madeline, I didn't touch her, the editors, they go back and show you the flashback.
They're playing the clip.
Which she's going to see this. Does he think, oh, by the time this airs, we'll be married, so it will be too late for her to run?
I don't think it'd make a difference with her. I think even if she does go ahead and marry him, once she sees that clip, she'll be like, we're done again.
I think she has honestly been over him quite a few times, but he just keeps coming back, apologizing, saying he's going to change. The man's in his 30s. This is what you get. This is what other people have had. This is why women his age don't date him. This is why he's going for a 17-year-old.
Yeah, can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Don't talk about Chi-Chi like that.
I know, Chi-Chi probably would be able to learn a new trick.
And I love how she ended it. She says, you love me. You know I'm a great woman. And you lost me. I'm sorry for you. Don't touch me and take your fucking flowers.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
I wonder if she thinks the more dramatic she is in the breakup, the more of a big deal she makes out of it. Maybe she thinks that will push him away and tell him, leave me alone this time. Maybe that's why she's being dramatic, is to try to get the point across to him, because he's just not getting it. He showed up when she blocked him, and now he's sitting there surprised a few days later that he's going to a hotel room so quickly after, when he lies to her and makes a bunch of excuses and then finally apologizes after she questions him for a while. That's surprising. Who here saw Luke ending up in a hotel on this trip? Am I the only one raising my hand?
Oh, I don't think they're going to get married.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I said this from the beginning. I hope she can see past this. And finally, channel servers have Chloe and Johnny and the mess that is them.
I don't really think it's them. I think she's the one that's a mess.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Johnny has to work until 2 p.m. It's like 2 in the afternoon, and she tells him to be good. What the heck is this man going to do while he's at work until 2 in the afternoon?
Honestly, I'm just kind of like flabbergasted with her. She makes no sense to me. I don't know how he puts up with it. Seriously.
She stopped tracking him on his phone. That's healthy. As her friend Kariana says, who she met at a bar, whose boyfriend is also in the tourism industry. So isn't that healthy? She's not tracking him on the phone.
Sure. It's healthy that
Good
she
step.
quit tracking him on the phone.
It's awesome.
Sure. I wouldn't have started tracking him on his phone is the point I'm trying to make. And the fact that he's even put up with that. I wouldn't. I would not put up with it. But sure, it's healthy that she's quit tracking him on the phone. But that doesn't mean that she's not going to visually track him. So she's just going to go and plant herself somewhere where she can watch him from the shore.
Man, it must be good to have nice vision. I couldn't see shit if I were her sitting up in that tree like a parrot.
Yeah, because she said she forgot her binoculars. Like, she even has binoculars for this shit.
Why? Like, all you got to do is take a picture on your phone and zoom in. Not like I've ever done this before. Yeah, so Chloe's friend, Kariana, comes to pick her up, and she's telling Kariana, oh, I've made progress. I'm not tracking them on my phone. And Kariana's like, oh, good. That's not healthy. And she's like, just keep going forward. She's giving the girl directions as she's telling her all this progress she's made. Finally, Kariana's like, where are we going? Have you ever just had a friend hop in the car and tell you where to go and you had no idea where you're headed? Like, where are we going? Kariana, you know. I bet Kariana spies on her boyfriend, too.
Yeah, she seemed to have some issues with him.
Yeah, it's real healthy that these two are supporting each other through this.
Yeah.
So they're going to climb in a tree on the beach where Chloe likes to go and sit in it and drink rum and watch her boyfriend swing on rope.
Who does that? Like,
Roseanne's girlfriend?
She's done this for a while. She has this particular spot picked out. She has binoculars. This is not good. This is not good.
She's climbing up in that tree. If she falls out of that tree, how is she going to explain this? This is like an I Love Lucy episode. Like, Ricky, I don't know.
Her and Ethel.
I don't know how I broke my leg falling out of the palm tree over by your boat. Chloe says she saw a girl from high school that she knew who posted a picture, and it showed Johnny talking to girls on the beach. So he's not supposed to talk to the women that come on his boat, who he is an entertainer for.
And getting amazing tips from.
Not supposed to talk to them. And she just doesn't understand why? Like, she gave up her whole life. Why is it that he needs attention? Why is it that he likes all of this attention? It's just beyond her. He is a performer. For fuck's sake, he is a performer.
It's his job, dumbass.
He is an actor. He is an entertainer. She's saying that she's pissed off that dental floss is hanging off of him. Girl, be happy the boy is flossing.
She's just mad because she used to be the dental floss hanging off of him. And what did she really give up? I mean, seriously, she was working for her mom's business. So if this doesn't work out, she goes right back home and she picks up right where she was. It's not like she walked away from a job that she's never going to get back because she quit.
No, but she wants him to walk away from a job that he isn't necessarily guaranteed to go back to, that he has been doing for over a decade, which he needs to support himself because your mommy pays all your bills, not his.
Yeah. She is just so annoying. She's so annoying.
Like, the guys, her friend, the guys will be tempted. There's bikinis and alcohol and women who don't have boundaries. You know what? Take the damn boat away. That still exists everywhere in the world.
Well,
it might not be bikinis, but there's temptation. You have to trust the person you're with.
Well, not just that. I mean, seriously, doing this day after day after day after day, he's probably a little bit numb to it, to be honest. It's just a job, you know, like when you work at a fast food place when you're in high school, you used to love their food when you know, before you started working there. And then once you started working there, you couldn't eat the food. You had to go somewhere else to eat the food.
Okay. I never worked at a fast food place, but I did work at Chili's. I was a waitress at Chili's in college, and I've never gotten sick of their food. Not once. Even to this day, they have the most amazing food ever.
I do it like even when I bake. Like if I spend the day baking like a bunch of different types of cookies at Christmas, it takes me a couple days before I can eat the cookies because I have been nibbling on them as they come out of the oven and eating on them. I'm like, okay, I just got to stop.
I don't understand that.
Sorry.
I don't understand how that works.
I'm just saying it's his job. I think he's probably, it's, you know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
She's just so insecure. She doesn't know, what if something happens? First of all, you're not going to prevent something from happening. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen, regardless of how many times you climb that palm tree. And she just gave up everything. You know what? Chloe, that's your decision. This is why you get to know somebody before you move to a different country to go start your life with them. You make sure that you are doing it for somebody who's worthy, who you can trust. And if you can't trust him to be there without you, and that's why you have to move, what makes you think you're going to trust him to be there with you? You're not. You're going to end up falling out of a damn palm tree, and the coconut's going to hit you on the head, and then maybe it will knock some sense into you. I don't know. It could be a good thing, honestly.
Yeah. This is not a him issue. This is a her issue, 100%. And you know what's sad about it is she's so damn beautiful. Like, she is beautiful. She has no reason to be that insecure. But the fact that she is and the behavior that she exhibits because of that, she's too young to understand that that's probably what will drive someone away way faster.
Right. And we don't know what reason she might have. We haven't really heard about her dad. Or seen him on the show.
It's just
there's
really
a lot
sad.
We don't know about her.
Yeah,
Right?
it's just
what,
really
what
sad.
happens if he cheats on you? Because you can take him away from his job. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it. You're not going to prevent it. What happens if you've given up everything and Johnny cheats on you, Chloe? You start over. You rebuild.
Yeah.
You keep going with your life.
It's not like we haven't all been there at some point in our life.
I signed a lease, moving my law practice 3 hours away the same week my ex-fiance cheated on me with his kid's babysitter. I've been there. But you know what? Here I am, 11 years later, living in Charleston, loving life. Restarted. One of the best decisions I ever made. I moved, gave stuff up, but you just start over. It's fine. So, and she's young. I was 30 when that happened. She's young.
Yeah. I know.
Well, that's it for 90 Day the Other Way. Season 7, episode 777, Déjà Vu. Tomorrow, we are going to come with the Love is Blind weddings and the perfect neighbor. So we're going to have a special guest, my friend Beth, I've been friends with Beth for a long time. We actually met through a podcast group that we both enjoyed. We were both video gamers. So during COVID, we'd play a lot of games together. We started a gaming group and we got close. But I told her, I was like, if you ever want to talk about these shows, because we've been watching them together for years, just let me know. And she was like, yeah, definitely, let's do it. So tomorrow we are going to be recording with my friend Beth, aka Noram. Super excited to have her on and talk to her. And super excited to see what happens with these weddings. So before we end this, who is your favorite couple from 90 Day the Other Way?
Right now? Well, I'd like to say Dylan and them, but I don't feel like I know them well enough yet. So I'm going to have to take them out of the equation until I get to know them. So I'm thinking I actually like Jenny and Summit.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, I didn't think I would, but I do.
I knew I would. I've been watching them for a long time. I think they're my favorite as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on the D boat for this. What about your favorite person on the show? Can't pick Jenny or Summit.
No, I know.
Already picked them.
Well, I think Dylan's really hot, but I don't want to say him either because I don't know him yet. And I really, really had to pedal backwards.
All you got to do is know with your eyes.
Yeah. I had to really.
Eye candy.
Yeah, but
Rob from Hunt for Love, you got your eye candy.
I know, but I had to really backpedal with the last, with Love is Blind because of the whole, Mike and Magic Mike thing. And then as soon as he opened his mouth, I was just like, oh shit, I don't like him at all. So I think I'm gonna go with and I know I'm not gonna say her name right. Monet. Minot. Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna go with Madeline.
Of course you would.
I love Madeline.
She gets on my nerves too bad to be my favorite person.
I'm sitting there cheering her on from the crowd. I'm like, well, I'm probably the only one standing there, but I'm like, go Madeline, kick his ass. Team Madeline. Get rid of that dude. Cut him. He out. All right.
Well, I do think she needs to do that. She's not my favorite person to watch.
I just like seeing her beat up on Luke.
She verbally destroys him. Like she can walk circles around him.
We'll get into this later. What has she said to verbally destroy him?
No, no, she can just out talk him. That's what I mean. Like he's not going to win an argument with her. She is good. She's good. Like she leaves him just like tripping over his words. I admire people like that.
She's not.
Huh?
He thinks she's dumb and she's not.
Yeah. I mean, I admire people that can do that because when I get mad, I can't articulate at all.
I admire where she's come from, that she pulled herself up by her bootstraps. She's a self-made woman and she's not buying the bull.
Yeah. Good for her.
He keeps trying to give it to her, though. All right, Channel Surfers, let us know who your favorites are in 90 Day the Other Way. We'll see you tomorrow with the weddings for Love is Blind, The Perfect Neighbor recap. It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, any warnings? It's sad. It's very sad, but I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll see you then. Bye.
Let's ride.
Tune in, don't